recession could be coming, and your question is, what is the best portfolio for someone like me who prefers to invest in individual stocks? And remember, this is just an example, and you're watching me. I'm not watching you. So if you don't like this or you disagree, that's fine. It's not a competition over who has the best. Every investor is different. I'm a big believer that a diverse portfolio is always the best portfolio. So some people are like, I'm 100% tech and I think a recession is coming. What should I do? The best thing to do is to be always prepared and just always have a consistent portfolio. You don't want to be playing this game of I think something might be coming, I need to move some money around. Just always have a diverse portfolio. This is an example with $10,000. So if you're a baller and you got $100,000, just add a zero on to some of these things. I'm a big believer in a foundation portfolio. You start with the boring shit first and then you build everything on top of it. So I like a mixture like this. Now you might say, hey, I'm a little bit older. I maybe want the dividend ETF to be my largest, or I'm a little bit more conservative. I would prefer my S&P to be the largest. Whatever, you do what works for you. For an investor from say age 20 to maybe even in your 50s, this is a good setup, and you can always readjust the numbers later. 40% tech, 25% S&P, 10% dividend. After you've done that, it's time for mostly high quality stocks. I've made these individual stocks down here equal weight just for the sake of easy math, but of course you don't have to do it that way. You could buy a larger position in one, it's your money. These are of course just examples down here, but it tries to give you a diverse portfolio with the emphasis being on technology and then a bunch of other kinds of sectors like consumer staples, healthcare, energy, construction. Because it's equal weight, it would be about 2% in each one, adds up to about 20% total if you're picking about 10 stocks, which most financial advisors say is a good healthy number. If you have say 25 stocks or 50 stocks, you're spreading your money out too thin most likely. Now we're able to have a little bit of fun here. We built the foundation, we got the solid individual stocks, and this is the money that we don't care about. It's fun money. If you're wondering where crypto is, this is a video about stocks. If you want crypto, have a separate portfolio for that. The mistake a lot of new investors make is they do this whole portfolio in reverse. They start with the most risky investments as their largest, and then they go to the boring stuff later because they think, I'm gonna get really rich and put all my money into something risky. And it almost always backfires. That's why it's only 5%. It's money that you can lose. And by the way, as these companies improve over time, or I should say if, then you can add more later. That's the smart move. And of course, these are just examples, Kava, HIMS, SoundHound, and D-Wave. If you want to be a diversified investor that owns individual stocks, this is a great example. Make sure that you save this video so you can come back and watch it later, especially if and when the shit eventually does hit the fan. You gotta be prepared. If you don't follow, I don't respond. It's just one way I prevent people from taking advantage and set some boundaries.